Hey, so this is an overview of the 1976 through 1980 Kawasaki KZ1000 carbs. This is not the LTD. This is the I don't know if this applies to the LTD or not, but these carbs are Mekuni Kugyo. I don't know how to pronounce that, but anyways, it's made in Japan. So this is a basic breakdown of the carb. This is everything disassembled. This is what you want to do before you dip it in chem dip. You'll get your carbs, disassemble them right down, and I would recommend you getting an organizer that looks something like this. An organizer, you can get these. I got this at Home Depot, but pretty sure you can get them anywhere. And it opens up, has all these compartments. It's really handy because you do not want to lose any of your screws, because you want to reuse as much as you can, right? You don't want to spend a ton of money redoing these carbs. I would recommend getting a carb kit. It's about, I'd say, if you can get cheap, you can get them cheapest at $50 for off eBay. Get a whole carb kit for each of these blocks. But this is the simple block. This is a single block, torn down right to the very bare essentials. Dip it in the chem dip. So let it sit for. I let it sit for 24 hours. Take it out, blow it out. I use compressed air. Blow it completely out, dry it. Anyways, you want to make sure, just be careful when you're undoing things that you don't strip any of the copper, because this is very soft copper. Make sure you're very careful. Okay, now I guess some of you will be watching this because you're wondering what something is or what not, and I'll explain. Over here. Here we have a partially built block. Right here, here's the choke, and the choke. If you undo it, use a 14 mil wrench, and you can undo it. It looks like this, and you want to remove it because before you put it in any sort of dissolvent, chemical, chem dip, whatever, you want to remove it because this rubber will expand and you won't be able to fit it right back together properly. There's the chance, and I wouldn't run the risk. So, anyways, this looks like this. There's a little clamp pin thing. If you can see it, all you gotta do is snap that off, and then this plastic piece comes right off. There's the plastic piece, and basically it comes down, boils down right down to this, and then you take this, put it in chem dip, clean that up real nice. That's the choke. Then you have other things like here's the I don't know what it's called. It's just the inlet, fuel inlet with the valve stopper. And this you want to take apart. Make sure to be careful to save the washers. This I took the washer off. I mean the gasket. Sorry. Here's the stopper. Clean that out real well. So you can see here it is, and here's this thing. Anyways, and they fit in this place right here. If you look at the carb, here's this is going into the engine. This is the air going through this way. Here's the engine right here. Here's the cylinder, and so this is the place where the fuel will go into right there. So undo that. Make sure that's taken out. I had to deal with this time. I had to deal with a ton of this corrosion, this oxidation. You'll find it's a white powder. It can be caused by alcohol in the gas reacting with the aluminum, because aluminum isn't really built for withstanding alcohol, but and after a while, or it could be water which eats away at the aluminum. This is pretty corroded, although I still use it. It's okay as long as it's not too bad. I use this stuff. I got it from Home Depot. It's good stuff. It's eats through all the oxidation. I just let it sit for a few hours and then washed it out, and then put it in chem dip after that. But that'll eat up the oxidation pretty quick. So anyways, that is that. Here we have the main jet. It's, as you can see, it just looks like that. Chem dip. Put it in chem dip, and it just fits right in there, right in that spot right there, just like that. Also, you have the floats. Here's a float, and then it pins, as you can see. And as you're removing it, make careful notes, or just remember whatever you do to help you reassemble. Make sure that you remember how you took it apart. Tips with be very, very careful. There's a pin that holds this float, this float in place. The pin, and if while removing it, I use a little nail and then a hammer. You tap the pin out if it's very corroded. If it's not very corroded, it should slide out pretty easily. However, when you're banging it out, make sure you don't bang too hard, because if you break one of these tabs, you know, that will hold the float, it's bad. I've seen it quite a few times. And once you break one of those tabs, the whole block is trash. You can't use it unless you could solder or something like that. Anyways, yeah. So do all that. You want to make sure all the passageways are clear. Here we have the choke needle that comes up to the choke, which, as you can see in this one, fits right here. So you want the spring back pretty nicely. Anyways, that's a basic overview. I hope I haven't forgotten anything, although I'm sure I have. You want to, yeah, if you have any questions, just let me know, and I'll help you out. Yeah, basically, here's the form right here. There's the 4 carbs and stuff. Yeah, other tips. I guess you just want to make sure your gaskets are good and tight, because you don't want it dripping. Also, you're always going to have trouble. At first, I always do have trouble with the needles, the on and off gas sealing properly, which I've described in another video. You can use toothpaste to clean everything out. It's like liquid sandpaper, pretty much. So use a toothpaste, maybe an ear thingy. Just put it down there, clean it out, wash it out good and well. Anyways, that's basically the KZ 1076 through 80 model carburetor. And as I said, just let me know if you have any questions.